Today we get butt naked. Well, hello there, I'm Kevin V, and today I want to talk to you guys about a question I've been pondering lately from a show that I recently watched on Discovery. If you're wondering, I'm talking about a show called Naked and Afraid. Basically how it goes is there's two participants in the show, one male and one female, and both are kind of like survival enthusiasts or experts in some kind of form of survival, so they aren't totally screwed. And it's just interesting to see these kind of people and their backgrounds and who they are and how they're going to mesh together, because both parties are complete strangers to each other, which makes this other part kind of awkward in the beginning of the show. Basically how it goes is that both participants are put into an environment such as like a rainforest. One was Africa, so kind of harsh conditions, and they have to survive in that for 21 days. Now both participants have to be completely fucking naked. That is kind of the awkward part about it, and why it's called Naked and Afraid. Both parties see each other, they're both strangers, so they both get that awkwardly feeling of seeing each other naked out of the way, and then they both go on to what they do. Now I find this naked part to be an interesting concept to a survivalist show, because in general that's something that could happen to you in surviving. You might not have clothes, and clothes are pretty important sometimes, because as you can see with the show, temperatures of these places could drop pretty damn fast, and they could be freezing pretty damn fast. Now both parties are allowed to bring one item to this survivalist test, or whatever you want to call it. And usually, since they're survival experts, they bring stuff to survive with, such as a machete or some kind of knife to cut things. One I saw was a fire starter. Another kind of odd item would be like a pot that I saw, where they boiled water with it and whatnot, because clean water is definitely essential next to fire. And so it's just very interesting to see how these people go and how they just push themselves to survive. And I can see why it would be called Naked and Afraid, because not only are you fucking butt naked, you would be afraid because you don't know if you're going to live that night. Especially how hard you'd have to work to survive in these environments with no clothes on. So the show's concept and watching just had that question to me. Could I survive butt fucking naked? Could I do it? Could I be in that show as some kind of average Joe who knows a little bit of basics of some kind of survival, but is not really an expert on any kind of field of it? The answer would probably be a maybe, depending if my partner has got more expertise and experience than I do. I know for one thing, though, my fat ass would probably drop a couple of good pounds, because I'd be working my ass off just to survive, as you would want to be. I can see myself doing a lot of heavy lifting stuff, and I could survive doing that. But a lot of the expertise and knowledge, I would definitely have to have somebody else to do most of. I'm not stupid, but I'll admit I'm not completely bright either. Which brings me to the question to you. Could you survive butt naked or in this show with the current knowledge of survival that you have right now? I'd be interested to see what you think down below. And if you wish to, while you're down there, give a nice thumbs up. And of course, subscribe for my apparent butt naked ass. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out.